Good morning. This is Frankie Roglin in Vale, Oregon. St. Patrick's Day, March 17th, 2021, and we are walking together and talking together this morning with Edgar Esquivel and his wife Irma, who will be here any second. Now, and here we are, St. Patrick's Day, all clad in green.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, you've been here for a while, and we just briefly spoke before we started, and I couldn't believe it. 13 years.
Yeah, and in July, yeah, it's gonna be 13 years.
Oh, how time flies. Now, Edgar and I have a mutual friend, Pablo Palafox, who lives in California. And that's the way I first became acquainted with Edgar. Now, tell us, what in the world brought you and Irma to here, Vale?
Well, you know, I was invited from Pablo one time, and I say, well, you know, I used to live in San Francisco, California, and I grew up in California. And I say, well, let's try it. Pablo say, oh, we got wonderful people right there, small town. And I say, wow, you know, coming from the city to the small town, it was a big challenge for me. But you know, I should do that long time ago, years ago, because you know, I'm in love with Vale. I love my community here. You know, it's been 13 years, but for me it's been like a year. It's been fast.
So you've really settled right in.
Yeah.
Well, what did you do before you and Irma came here?
Well,
anytime you can come over.
we had a restaurant over there in California too.
Oh, you did? Okay. So you've been in the restaurant.
Yeah, I've been in the business. Years. Yeah.
So Pablo knew what he was doing when
Yeah.
he said, "Hey, come and start a restaurant right here in downtown Vale."
Yeah.
And you mentioned that you really like Vale, and they've got orders coming in. So remember, you can call in orders here right to Chavelita's in downtown Vale. You take orders over the phone.
Yeah.
Already, right? Yeah. Okay. What have you found that you say you like Vale? What do you like about Vale?
The people here is wonderful, and I've been meeting a lot of good friends and family here, and it's been wonderful for me being here in this community. I got no words to explain this, but it's something big here. I love Vale, and our community is wonderful.
Doesn't sound like you plan on leaving very soon.
Oh, no.
Great. Well, we are so happy, and we have been so pleased that you have established Chavelita's and very popular eating place right here in downtown Vale. Now, I know though, restaurant like this, really some big challenges as of late.
Yeah.
Coronavirus and all.
Effect is pretty bad, yeah.
Tell us about that. Tell us about the downside of all of that. You and Irma.
Well, you know, it's a learning too. You know, it's kind of like this pandemic affected us a lot in business. But like you said again, our community is wonderful. They give us a lot of support during the closing. They order for to go all the time. They support us a lot. So, and you know, we learn a lot of things, how to deal with different protocols. You know, from the health department and new things every day. And
every day is different.
Is that right?
Yeah.
The way we take it is like learn for good. You know, I don't take it that bad anyway, because it's always something good come up after bad things. You know, and
we learn good things too.
Yeah.
So we are staying positive in spite of it all.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, kind of, we're talking about the restaurant, but you and your son and your wife, you became involved in Viking Fitness Center right across the street, and we were so pleased too that you were able to take that over, particularly in view of the difficulties of occurred in the past.
Our son started to work with us since he was 9.
Nice.
And he always saved the money, always.
Uh-huh.
We encourage you to save
it is
money.
a big opportunity over there, and we're thinking of him
Yeah.
to get him. So
That's really been tough too.
yeah,
It's bad.
too much.
So what additional challenges have you found right across the street with that?
Well, you know, we used to joke about before we get the gym, we were talking about come over here, eat, get some calories, and burn your calories over across the street. So we gotta, we did it, you know, like.
Yeah. Well, good. Okay. So, yeah, you can really.
Yeah.
A duel really ties together then.
Yeah.
Well, great. You know, you have a lot of associations that you've developed in the 13 years. Tell us about, have you seen some people kind of working behind the scenes or doing things that maybe we haven't really been fully appreciative of? Have you had a chance to think about that?
No.
No.
like, no.
Okay. Okay. Well, you're really a part of that.
Yeah, but
Doing things for the community. What do you have any suggestions or thoughts about how people could help out overall in this time of need and some of the challenges that we're facing?
like for the pandemic or
Yeah, the whole of it. And in fact, just trying to do the best for all of us for Vale and
Yeah.
our people, our community.
Yeah. And I will be supporting our community. Like you said, they support us. And we work, you know, the way we are here in Vale, we work together and everything, and everything. So to me, I just can tell people to stay safe, you know, and doing the best, you know, for the others too, you know, safe and wear masks and all, you know.
Think about one another then.
Mm-hmm.
And
Exactly.
otherwise we just kind of muddle through till this eventually,
Yeah.
sooner rather than later, we'll get past this.
Yeah.
Now, you've already kind of hit on it, but I'm wondering, maybe you and Irma have talked about it too. When you wake up in the morning, is there anything in particular that you say, we are grateful, we are very grateful for this or that? What are you grateful for?
I said again for being here, and you know, we wake up every morning happy, we ready for work to give our best, you know, to the people. Because every day is different here, you know? Every day is different people, wonderful people. So I really appreciate being here and wake up and every morning and work and be able to work. You know, some people looking for jobs and no jobs, and so I'm okay with that. And I say I thanks every day for this.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, you know, a little bit of history. We really appreciate what you've done with the facility here. And I can't help but think, years ago, and we mentioned Pablo Palafox, and of course, very good friend of Edgar and Irma, good friend of mine, and I first became acquainted when I learned that this was going to be a different type of facility. In fact, right in the center, they already had the, what's the pole and the stand. Anyhow, it was going to be Miss Sally's. And people were up in arms, and my response was, well, has anybody talked to the owner? Silent. Nobody had talked to the owner. So I call this guy in California, Pablo, and I say, do you know what's going to happen to the building that you just purchased? No. Nope. All I know is I have a rental. So anyhow, that's the way I became acquainted with Pablo Palafox.
Yeah,
And
I remember you.
talking about being grateful, I think too, sitting here, boy, am I grateful that things worked out the way they did, because seriously, there was a contract that could have strangled Pablo. But it had some other provisions. And I still remember talking to Pablo And finally, we got to the point where that's a violation of the contract with the new renter. Therefore, we are going to declare it vacated. Then we're going to write a contract going in Pablo's direction, which of course was totally unacceptable. And that led to, hey!
There we go here.
So have a seat here.
That's it.
Irma right here.
Eh,
And again, we really appreciate these folks. So do, and particularly in this time, do support our local businesses, Chavelitas, and right across the street,
Yes.
their co-business, Eat and Go and burn all the
And all
calories,
to do.
Viking Fitness.
Work
burn
Yeah.
calories, yeah.
So God bless and thank you.
No, thank you,
for
Mr.
walking
Frank.
together and talking
Talking together,
Okay.
yeah.
So keep it up.
Nos vemos.
Adios.